Usual technical problem. We shall see. Welcome everyone to High Plane Games. My name is Simon. And this is F1 2016 Career Mode Season 2 Burn from the Back Edition. Oh, wow. Let me just pop that into the chat room. So, thank you people who have continued to stay with this through Season 2, where I do 25% races from last on the grid using last year's setups. So the big thing is that we're now at half distance in this championship. Toro Rosso have just had 2 upgrades. McLaren Honda have just had 2 upgrades. And as you can see, that now puts McLaren Honda as the 3rd best team and Toro Rosso as the 5th. So yeah, it's getting a little bit cosy up at the top here, which should be quite interesting. So I'll be very interested to see how McLaren Honda now do, because they're overpowered when they go upgrades on the car anyway. And now that they're actually the best car pretty much, well, they've got the 3rd best car, but they put the drivers so far up in comparison. I can see McLaren Honda now actually being a real challenge for the championship at the minute, which is currently being led by Max Verstappen ahead of Hamilton, Rosberg, Ricciardo and myself. I've had a few bogey races. Hopefully I should now be back on form. K-Mag doing not too badly either. As you can see, the second half of the field, Ferrari having a doozy. Whereas it's Mercedes, Red Bull and ourselves, and McLaren now in 4th. Sauber and Manor yet to go through. So let's dive forward. We're at Hungary for the Hungaroring. Let me just turn this up and make sure everyone can be heard. If you do chat in the chat room, my wonderful robotic phone will read out your message and I shall try to reply where I can. So, no practices, obviously.
Welcome to Hungary as we prepare for the
it's a bit
start
soggy. Is it going to stay soggy all the way through? Let's just check that quick. Oh no, we're fine for the race. So, let's load up last season's setup at least. And I shall show you it off. Oh, clearly I've already got a Hungary wet as well. That's interesting. So let me just dive through.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
Very quickly on the setup there, and then let's dive straight to quali and run it through.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then.
See?
Here are your top 3. Alonso, Verstappen and Jenson Button. Thank you for joining us for free practice today.
You're welcome, Crofty. So, very fascinating session there in the Canadian Grand Prix in real life in F1 2017. Hamilton really pulling one out the bag there. He is fantastic when he gets it all right. I don't think he can be... he's got to be odds on to win tomorrow, surely. And I really like the touch that they've done with giving the Senna helmet. Oh, not helmet. Yeah, the helmet across, the actual worn helmet. I thought that was a nice touch.
We hope you're looking forward to today's...
As long as he doesn't go and sell it on eBay. Otherwise, I'll be most discharged. Right, let's get this quali through so that we can start from the back, as usual. Yeah, I thought it might be a McLaren one too. Oh, not anymore. Bit worrying K-Mag's a second off the pace. Ooh, Lulu. There we go,
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Hamilton, Alonso and Carlos Sainz. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
So clearly didn't get a good lap. Wow, a real 2-tiered grid by the looks of it then. So that's going to be juicy up front. And hopefully the more that they scrap amongst themselves, since Verstappen, our championship leader, is 7th on the grid, that can only help me to try and get back up the field again if they're all busy stealing points off each other. We can be champion yet. We can. Starting last at every race. Now, I must remember how to drive this car because I've been playing so much of Dirt 4. This could go horribly wrong. I don't care that he's running in the rivalry. I'll get that trophy on my own, privately.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Ricciardo, Jenson Button, and Rosberg, Verstappen, Magnussen, Kvyat, and Valtteri Bottas, Vettel, Massa, Kimi Raikkonen, and Perez, Hülkenberg.
Ericsson with really dark eyes, so he looks slightly like a terrorist. It's really harsh. I'm quite happy with that as a tyre strategy, actually. Let's leave that as it is. Let's go the weird way.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Remember, Smithy, this is not Dirt 4. If you hit a tree, this would be game over in this game. Oh, the internet connection quality is not currently sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Oh, have I ran into a connection probs? This could be crap. Anyone having trouble? Can anyone see me? Is anyone even there?
I can see you.
Oh, hey, Manna. Phew. I didn't know you were still tuning in and watching my terrible burn from the back season 2, whilst I get overly excited about what's going to happen for F1 2017.
Which just sounds creepy now.
That is very true, especially when you see it coming from your picture that looks like that. Okay, that was a bit of a weird thing that came up then. It kind of implied that no one could see my gameplay. Right, remember, you're in an F1 car, not a rally car. Don't be silly, Smithy. Oh, that was quick. Oh, I don't like where I am already. Yep, knew it. And again.
Your front wing is damaged. Performance will be affected.
Oh, you cockface. Oh, I'm not having that. Restart. Mwah. Let me take that as the getting out from Dirt 4 mode. Sorry about that, everyone. It is suspiciously hard when you do switch from one game to another. proper pincering me. We'll go that way instead. Fuck yeah. Oh, is that signs from third on the grid? Right down the back. Oh dear. I think he's broke his front wing. Oh, and we... Ah! Carlos!
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Confirm change.
Confirmed.
Fucking bollocky wanks. I feel naughty because I've already restarted once. I don't want to restart again. If people don't mind, I will, but... Yeah, thank you. That seemed unnecessarily harsh from the AI there. We had this at Austria. Cost me my win. Well, third, I think it was. Ooh, NASA actually getting a good start this time. Fine, we'll have you as well. There we go. Better. Ooh! That worried me somewhat. Ah, you cock! Oh dear! Carnage! NASA out. What? I've got to hand that back. Oh! Schmiffy, no! How is that not...
Each time before contact.
Oh, the car's really weird as well. Do you know... at least I'm giving you fun to watch. Right. This time. And that's it. Otherwise Smithy will be upset. Hey Jim. All you've done is watch me restart the same race 10 times. You've not missed anything. I thought Gutierrez there off the line. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Sorry, Perez. Ooh. Sorry, Kimmy. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're alright now. I'm getting Dirt 4 out of my system. This is the problem when I dive straight on and I don't do like a practice lap or a quali lap before diving into the race itself. But hey, higher than Stroll. I feel quite sorry for Canada. It's the first Canadian on the grid since Jacques Villeneuve. And he's really not helping himself at all with the whole, like, I'm a rich boy mentality that a lot of people have got for him. He's actually done quite well in junior formulae. Whether or not it's the money that's got him the extra, like, help to get there or not, he still has to drive the car. But he's just been terrible. In F1, it's not helped. I was going to say, you seem to be leaving the door open for me, Valtteri, so I'll have it, thank you. Born in a barn. Now this looks juicy. What the hell's going on up here? That's a crash waiting to happen. Let's back out. Or not. I feel...
honestly think he's good. He just needs to get used to the car, like Palmer, but faster.
Like Palmer but faster. To be fair, my nan, when she was alive, God bless her, could almost be covered by that statement. No, I mean, when you look back at like his junior Formula E, he's won stuff, he's dominated stuff in the past as well, which is why it's so frustrating. And this year is the difficult year. It also makes me wonder like how relatable some of the lower Formula E are to Formula One now, again, or not. Because I'm sure some of it is more relatable than others, but...
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Because they've done that whole like championship thing where they keep on saying which championship scores the most super license points to make some stuff more relevant than others. So like GP2 and GP3 score more points than the series that Stroll came from. And I wonder if that's because they're sticking in like KERS and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, I really wanted to stick it down, but...
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
And I always overdrive this circuit. I can't help it.
What do you think about Alonso and McLaren?
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
I don't know. I still don't know. I wished he was running in 6th in real life. It's... I think for Alonso, so long as he's still in a position where he can showcase his talent, then that's fine. I think if he stays at McLaren, he'll essentially be there whilst busy picking off all of the other dreams that he wants to do. I think the main issue now for McLaren is not other F1 teams. I think it's now other series. So IndyCar picking him up, essentially, will now be the main problem that he'll have. I don't think Alonso would go to GT racing straight off the bat. I think that's for when you're older in life. But IndyCar, you've still got people like Castro Neves, Kanan. You're still able to physically be at the peak of everything into your early 40s with that sport and get away with it. So it's almost like you go F1, IndyCar, then endurance and GT racing, in my humble opinion. Well, that's how I'd do it if I had a career anyway. Well, that looks juicy up ahead. I feel like I'm sliding around a lot.
Could he go to Ferrari next year, especially after this year's car?
I don't think he would. I've noticed that he's been a lot more flattering about Ferrari time lately, though. So it could happen. It could happen. He's saying the right things. I think with Alonso, he's so fiery that he burns bridges, and now he's like reached that point later in his career where he's being a bit more zen about things. Or at least that's what he's trying to put across. So maybe that could work quite nicely for him. I think Ferrari, though, especially with Arriva Bene, it's the new blood and the new era for Ferrari that they're looking at more. And they would more than likely, I think, go for a Carlos Sainz. Why did I do a 3 front and rear ring split on this setup? It feels really slidey.
I don't know.
Don't know what anyone thought of the old qualifications today. I thought it was quite good. Lovely. Canada always squeezes the field up. Canada and Brazil.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Do you? Keep current.
I don't like Hamilton. He should go KHS.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds.
I struggle sometimes with Hamilton as a human being. I don't necessarily like his personality at all times. But I can't deny that he is a very, very talented racer.
Kevin has come into the pits. Kevin in the pits now.
Am I going to run out of tyres? I think I might, you know.
Verstappen has the lead.
I know. But Schmiffy's coming to get him. What I also found really interesting is, once again, it was a Hamilton and Vettel battle back at the front. And Kimi, who's been very much on pace all the way through, not on it when it comes to the actual quali itself again. No one making the argument that it's him not performing, if that makes sense. Unlike the continuing rumbles of the intentional switch early on at Monaco, and I still am not convinced that they shuffled Raikkonen out of the way on purpose, because a Raikkonen win would be so popular, and Vettel was still gaining points on Hamilton anyway, so I don't see it being such of a cut and dry fuck up of strategy personally. But the media do love to twist. Overdriving.
SUV Merc would be better today.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs. Okay, distance to teammate 22.1 seconds.
That's a slight worry there. So, yay, I'm in the lead. I do feel like
The gap behind
I
us
need to go
is
a bit faster though.
3.5 seconds.
These corners all make you feel like you should be able to take them much faster around Hungary. I quite like the track as a flow, but I always feel like I should be able to go about a second faster than what I actually do. I have to be so precise.
I'm still waiting for an F1 car question physics exams, and then I can make a Palmer joke.
Aw, poor Palmer. Well, at least he got into... He was alright in Q1. He was only a 10th off Hulkenberg, and then he didn't replicate anything like that at all in Q2. Which is a shame, because... I suppose the juicy bit is Robert Kubica. Oh my god, what racing line was that, Smith? Robert Kubica having that test, doing 115 laps. There's some pictures of Robert's arm that really worry me, that he's got the actual physical muscle mass in his arm to do stuff. It might just be a really bad angle of the photos, but it looks like it's just waiting. The arm is just waiting to break. It's really awkward. Box this lap. Or not. Fine, let's not then. I'm now very worried with my tyres. Oh Christ. Do not get a puncture, Smith. Ooh, that was closing us down as well.
Notari Russell in Q3 today.
No.
Switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current.
Okay, copy that.
Let's be brave.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Will do. Wow, there seems to be a massive train of cars going around as well.
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Oh, I can't even get around that. Where is it? There it is. Oh dear, we lost a lot of time, but I don't care. That must be Perez into the lead then. Oh, Perez and Hamilton.
Complete, go now.
Okay, there is a massive train of fucking everyone coming down.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Oh wow, Pascal. Grosjean, no. Oh, Jensen.
You've taken damage to the front wing.
Oh.
We recommend you pit for repairs before this becomes a serious problem for us.
Jensen.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Mother.
That's the first win.
Fuckers. Confirm change.
Understood, copy that.
Oh, this just is not my race, is it? Doomed, I tell you, doomed. Don't think this championship will be mine at this rate. Jensen wanky button. Oh, Hamilton's out! Ha ha! Yes! Woohoo! Oh, please. Please do a safety car. Safety car!
Go, go, go.
It doesn't look like it's going to be a safety car, but that would be amazeballs if it was, please.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
No, Felipe Nasser. Just no.
Oh no, no. Asterisk, Hamlin faithful, asterisk.
Hello, Jay.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh well, bad day for the Brits then. Button punts me off. Hamilton explodes. Fab.
How is he racing? Who last?
Okay. So the big thing now is obviously Verstappen leads the championship. Hamilton's not scoring. I'm not going to be scoring. It doesn't look like Rosberg was going to be scoring either. So it's down to Verstappen and Ricciardo in the Red Bulls
Is 33.0 seconds.
to sort it out for them and get some points on the board. But hopefully, I don't know, the Toro Rossos and Alonso might get in the way and stop them getting like mass points. Who knows? Oh, now I feel like a real Jolyon Palmer. Oh, careful, don't do that, Smith.
Okay, the gap behind is 5.6 seconds.
Come and buy your Jolyon Palmer racing set. You'll never need single digits, because double digits are better. No. Never mind.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.4 seconds.
That is looking good for a podium until that happened, though, so that makes me happier for the next set of races.
No, Jonathan wouldn't have got this far.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Can I also remind everyone that it is National Spice Day? So once this live stream has finished and we've done the 4 races, maybe 5 races, depending on time, I will be diving onto Just Eat at the very last minute before the takeaways close and ordering myself a yummy takeaway. And I've bought the McLaren film. Not about the team, about the man.
Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
So I'm going to enjoy the McLaren film with a nice spicy curry, and I shall let everyone know what I think of it afterwards, next stream. Alright, game.
KFC today.
Okay. Bargain bucket. Who's that in the pits? Oh, Raikkonen.
Raikkonen's in the pit lane. Raikkonen is in the pit lane.
So no points for them. Surely this must mean that like Toro Rosso are going to get mass points haul or something. Maybe even K-Mag might get some good points by the looks of it.
be back.
Okay. Oh, curb. Oh, Gutierrez. Now making his IndyCar debut last weekend. Didn't disgrace himself. Didn't exactly do fabulously either. Be interested to see how he does round an oval, actually. You can, there's only so many sports where you can finish 11th and actually score points in it. But IndyCar is one of them, so maybe it's well suited to him.
2.5 seconds.
Ooh, that was deeper than a deep pan dish.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
And also a shout out to Felix Rosenqvist for winning his first Formula E race. I toot big things for him. I feel slightly sad. Oh, of course we fucking have. Because everything else has gone wrong here. I worry slightly for Felix Rosenqvist because I actually thought that he would be perfect for F1. And the fact that he's gone to Formula E first worries me slightly. Because he went to Indy Lights and done a very good job there. A little bit topsy-turvy in places. But in his junior Formula E, I was like, yes, you rock. And it was him and Charles Leclerc, who are the two that I was really, really like shouting from the rooftops floor to do amazingly well. So I'm delighted that he's won at Formula E. What we have not seen, and he would need to be the first one, I think, probably to do it, is to go from Formula E to Formula 1. Everyone goes the other way. Sorry, Esteban, I know that was a bit brutal, but I don't care. Ah, well. Excellent. Ricardo wins, so not Max Verstappen. That can only help me. I'd imagine that Max is second, though. That's the worry. Oh, what a disappointment.
Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Let's push harder
Alright,
next
Jeff.
time, okay?
Alright, Jeff.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out.
And Alonso on the podium.
They do an incredible amount for Formula. And after this round of the World Championship,
Excellent.
here's
Carlos
how
Sainz
things
getting
look in the
fourth.
drivers' table. It's a good result for Max
Vettel,
Verstappen,
Bottas,
who moves
Perez,
further ahead at the
Kvyat.
top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day.
Oh,
then.
Rio
Anthony
Haryanto.
Davidson, who would you go for?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then. Red Bull move to the top of the table. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Okay, right. Well, that's annoying and frustrating, but never mind. One race down, at least 3 more to go. So Verstappen still leads the championship. We're now 50 points behind. I think we can make that back. Not. Ricardo now up to second. The Mercedes down to third and fourth. Who else moves up? Oh, Vettel up to 11th. Christ. I don't think anyone else really changed very much. But Red Bull overtakes Mercedes. That's important. Okay. Quick sip of water and let's go to the next stage. As we lose yet another rivalry, I think, with Hamilton, with courtesy of that. Never mind. We can't really win it anyway because we don't qualify. The team are concerned about your performance and need to improve. Oh, is that where? Because I've not had a voicemail.
Hi, Emma here. I've just come from a review. There were a few concerns expressed about your performance so far. Let's try and turn this around a bit in the next few races, okay?
Alright, Emma. Essentially though, Emma, you are paid to just sleep with whatever boss it is. Whilst I sort myself out. Next! Where have to? Oh, Germany! Now, I rather like Hockenheim in its new format. I liked the old Hockenheim as well. Don't flame me too much, but I actually really like the new Hockenheim. I think it's got a great flow to it. I quite often overdrive it and spin in Sector 2.
She's a lad, but not a slut. I tried.
Thanks. I appreciate your help, Chimpy. Okay, so no one improved their car, so it's going to be the same as before, so that's all okay. So hopefully McLaren can continue to get in the mix and cause chaos for Mercedes and Red Bull. And that can help. Ooh. Nice texture problems. Alright, session info. Dry race. Great. That do, laddie, that do. Okay, so 3-5. Quite low
Might take
ride
a set
height.
of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Would you, Jeff? Would you really? I swear, Jeff. I'm going to go for divorce if you continue to be
An
this
interesting
harsh.
practice session there then.
I
Let's
don't
remind
like the
ourselves
German
of the top
track.
three, who are
Nor the
Alonso,
Malaysian track.
Button and Daniel
I didn't
Ricciardo.
like
That
Korea
concludes an
either.
interesting practice session.
Oh,
Let's
I
hope
really
for
like
more excitement
Malaysia.
as the weekend
I'll be quite sad to see Malaysia go because it's its last year this year. Korea was weird. I didn't necessarily like it or dislike it. It was just weird. It didn't flow very well. It was like someone got a couple of. And Abu Dhabi is the same, and I think just because I've driven it quite a lot, I've got used to it. But I still
Guess you
find
made
it
the gossip
weird.
columns this morning. Everyone's talking about this new rival you have.
Really?
Check his stats out.
Your hair's a bit stiff. Clearly, it's still got poor old Cyril Bitier's spunk in it. Oh, it's Jensen. I can deal with Jensen. That's fine.
I like Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. But they feel like someone has got like different pieces of a jigsaw and just smashed them together and gone, that'll do, circuit done. And Korea was one of the worst examples of that. I loved the India circuit. That drives so nicely for me personally. I know I'm probably very much in the minority for that, but I don't care. I loved the Indians Grand Prix. I want to have that back. Yeah, Korea was weird. Love Turkey. I like the fact that there's talk of Turkey coming back.
I like that.
As a circuit. I really, really enjoyed driving Turkey. I also seemed to be quite competitive. So I've not done it for about a year or so, but I used to drive in quite a lot of R Factor and R Factor 2 leagues in open wheel stuff. And I always went really well at
I wasn't a
Turkey.
fan of Turkey.
Turkey and Spa all the time. Were like two of my good
The
ones.
grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
Oh,
But
damn,
before we go,
Verstappen on
let's
top.
quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Verstappen, Button and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
I don't like Spa either.
You're in quite the minority in a lot of these things, Chimpy. I love Spa.
Austria is a boring track.
No, Austria's great. I love Austria. Austria's great fun to drive. It's such a simple track, but you can fuck it up in so many different ways. Like, so many different ways. No, underrated is Austria. I'm glad that Austria's back. I also quite like the Österreich ring, the old version of the A1 ring, which is now the Red Bull ring. God, I'm showing how 90s I am. Yeah, great fun.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race.
Okay.
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, edging out Jenson Button, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid,
But all the
we
corners
have
are different.
Ricciardo, Rosberg, Kevin Magnussen, and Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Kvyat, and Valtteri Bottas, Massa, Hülkenberg, Sebastian Vettel.
The
and
Austrian
Perez,
Grand Prix would be
Raikkonen,
boring if there was no
Grosjean,
gradient
Rio
involved.
Haryanto,
It's the
and
gradient that
Esteban
makes that
Gutierrez,
track
Verlaine,
tricky,
and
but also
Nasser,
very fun
Marcus
to race.
Ericsson, and a Renault rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay. Right, are we contra-strategying again?
My best track, where I have never finished outside of top 3, is Canada, with Azerbaijan. I do really well at that.
See, now I see people say that they give the same argument for Canada as you have for Austria. Oh, it's just straight chicane. I actually really like Canada. It's one of my favourites. I again go quite well on there because you don't need to do lots with the chicanes. You either get the chicane right or you don't. I'm very good at point and squirt circuits, essentially, because where I drive with a controller and not with a wheel, you don't need the finesse quite as much. It's just about throwing it in if you get the setup right. I'd love to do a one-off at Adelaide again. That would be great. Because I quite like Melbourne and Albert Park as a circuit, but I'm done with Albert Park as well. I don't really have like a extreme like or dislike for it. Silverstone's okay. I think F1 in itself, though, has to have a real discussion with itself, because there's going to be too many tracks that everyone demands should be on the calendar. And then you've got the historic ones.
I look forward to France next year. Never seen the track.
Ah, okay. If you should, not during this broadcast, but afterwards, Google the 1990 French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard. There is an amazing smash-up off the start line for Maurizio Gugelmin in his March. Or it might actually be called Leighton House that season, actually. They used to switch names between the two, depending on the sponsor. It's an interesting circuit, Paul Ricard, actually. It's got one ginormous straight, so McLaren will hate it. Right. Let's not take a million times to get off the line this time. Oh, Christ. Very skiddy out of that corner. Always has been. Brake now!
Did you hear about Renault and the power units?
That sounds like a knock-knock joke waiting to happen. I don't know what you're referring to. Do tell. That went really well, that start. I'm slightly worried now for the rest of my race.
The masses of stripy runoff that I don't like about Paul Rickard.
Yeah, that is a good shout, Manna. It's what makes it look unique. But if you start to get... It reminds me of... Do you remember those magic eye things where they used to say, like, stare at the TV for 15 seconds and then stare at your arm and then you see your skin crawling? It reminds me of those. Button leads! Ah, everyone cherish this moment.
They have asked for a rule change on power units, or they will leave F1.
Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Rule change, small change.
Okay, you need to give that
Let's
position
just
back.
hope
That was an
Roland
illegal
is behind
overtake.
him.
That didn't go very well. Whoopsie! Ah, shit, now Verstappen's leading. Right, we've got to get him now.
3 now. DRS has been enabled.
I prefer this track to the other German one.
Oh, Nürburgring. And it's interesting, actually. I do wonder, like, long-term for F1 in its future, just how many other venues should start rotating some of their tracks around to make it more sustainable. Oh, I've gone in too deep again. Deep dish. I wasn't exceeding the track limits.
We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
This looks juicy up ahead. Loving the look of this. I think this circuit lends itself really well to great overtaking and great actual like wheel-to-wheel racing. I would be okay if we never went back to the Nürburgring again. But I see why people would be like, ah, historicals, relevance. It's a nice enough circuit.
2.7 seconds.
See,
But it just doesn't let my juices flow.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.2 seconds.
Christ, we're damaging the tyres quite a bit. I'm worried. Yes. Looks like Ricardo slowed down there for a second.
The track is clear. Green
Oh.
flag.
Did he? Oh, Massa's out. Okay.
what about getting rid of Silverstone and putting in a London street circuit?
No. Absolutely no. No.
Kevin is in the pits.
Forever no. I've seen what the layouts are for those London races, and they look fucking horrible. Enough. Do you know, actually, there was something that Ross Braun was saying.
Hell no.
Thank you, Mana. There was something that Ross Braun was saying, and it was essentially we need to stop doing these car park Grand Prix.
So just to confirm, that's a yes.
Oh, Chimpy. Just no. No, there's too many of them, essentially. We've got Chi, which is essentially driving round. If we was to ever alternate things elsewhere, Brands Hatch would do. I think as about the only other British venue that could cope. Maybe Alton Park. Maybe. But it's at such a stretch.
Verstappen's out in front.
But yeah, it's I think.
I didn't hear a word. It lagged.
Oh, okay. If we're gonna.
No other circuit has grade 1 status in the UK, I think.
No, I don't think there is either. Brands Hatch used to, and obviously does not now. But Brands is a great circuit.
Switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current.
Copy that.
I'm not going to medium yet, but I may have to go to medium, I think, is what I'm going to say.
What's grade 1?
So grade 1 circuits are circuits that can host an F1 track. So you have to have like the amenities, the public access,
The men from the boys.
and like the lower down the grades that you get. To say like Croft, where you had the BTCC at today.
20.3 seconds.
I don't know what grade circuit that is, but that could never host a Formula 1 event because it just doesn't have the facilities and the runoff and the safety measures, that kind of stuff. There's very few tracks in the world that do have grade 1 status. But I do think Jeff is right. I think I'm going to have to go for the medium tyre if I'm going to make these tyres last and only do one stop, which to me makes sense.
Brands is grade 2, but don't what it would take to get upgraded. What do you think about the future of Van Dorn?
I don't know about the future of Van Dorn. He's an anomaly. He's got the worst, like, yardstick to be stuck right up against on your debut. So if you like put him in the context of debut, I don't expect him to have done much better.
Of the Bellends living there, hating loud noises.
Set mediums.
Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
The women reading my comments sounds like my old French teacher.
Box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Our gap behind is 8.1 seconds.
Oh Christ! On a bike. So shit at pitting him. Yes, thank you, Jay. That is a very good point. I hate... If you're going to live next to a circuit and you know the circuit's there when you move there, don't fucking complain about the noise. Ah! Such a good point. Thank you for raising it. Oh, are we out in the lead? We are! Slay! Right, rich fuel. Let's get this shitter home and start actually making some inroads in this championship. I'd love to see F1 cars at Thruxton. That would amuse me no end. It would never happen. You'd get a demonstration or something maybe, and that'd be about it. I also must say that I've been loving the Minardi F1 channel lately, because they had the Minardi Historic Day a few weeks ago. Seeing all the old Minardis out on track, and other cars as well, to be fair. Been absolutely lovely to watch.
Thruxton is down the road from me, and I will go.
3.1 seconds.
I would go to see F1 cars at Thruxton. Ah, shit. Actually, no. Play this to your advantage. Oh no, it's too late. I'm going to give him DRS. That's annoying. Smithy, that didn't work. Mind you, it looks like the entire field is behind whoever that is behind Rosberg. That'll be Verline, wouldn't it? He's not pitted. But like Barcelona in Spain, yeah, it's an okay circuit. Everyone tests there though, so it.
Tried that today, and we could have just got him to never leave the limit.
So that doesn't really work for me as a racetrack, because it's not very often that you see like an absolute corker of a race at Barcelona. Not only is it the nature of the circuit that's the problem, but it's the fact that everyone tests there and everyone knows it. So swapping it out with Jerez, maybe, or who else would I stick in there that's quite good? Harama, maybe. Italy has got so many different circuits. I do enjoy Monza. It's never the stupendous race there though, and it's almost like you could have, I don't know, maybe the sweetener for getting rid of Ferrari's 100 million prize dollar bonus is to give them the Ferrari Grand Prix at Monza, or give the Italian Grand Prix the European Grand Prix. If we're going to stick that and just call the Azerbaijan Grand Prix the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, not the European one. I think having a European Grand Prix is bollocks. Just call it by the country. Who remembers 97 when Nürburgring in Germany was actually the Luxembourg Grand Prix?
Rosberg's really going for it. He's just put in the best lap of the race so far.
I think Rosberg's going to have to pit again though. Driver in front. Driver in front. Oh, Jeff.
I don't understand why Moose and Docent just stay in one place. Like Vienna now Azerbaijan.
But like, its problem though is going to be with. So you're going to get all of these historical tracks that people will say you can never get rid of. So how's it ever going to establish new places elsewhere? So I'm seeing people like saying like, oh, if it goes above 21 races for F1, that's too much. I agree that you can have too much of a good thing.
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
But F1 is very much between a rock and a hard place, and I think that's where like rotating around tracks in a country could actually work to their advantage potentially. Was my really long point, really long answer to whatever that was. So yeah, the European is just basically to try and
Time to adapt a 2-year cycle in F1. But most European Grand Prix are road circuits.
yeah, good point, Jay. Especially because I don't actually think the circuits gain money necessarily from F1. I mean, I know that Liberty Media are trying to sort that out. But I wonder, like, how much... Oh, my God.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty.
Too late, Jeff.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
It was like it didn't turn. That was really weird. What was I going to say? I'd be interested to see how much money everyone makes when they do an F1 track, if they make money at all, and verse that against what you get on other like lower key stuff, because that's why Malaysia's left. Malaysia's like, we make so much money by doing the MotoGP and we make fuck all from the F1, so let's just make this a MotoGP circuit now, thanks, bye. Singapore are saying like it's boosted our tourism, but it's not necessarily cost effective to run it all the time anymore, so let's leave Singapore behind, which is a shame because that's just a few years off becoming like an untouchable, I think, for a while.
Yeah, but some countries are getting money from visas.
You've also got there's going to be a Dutch Grand Prix. It just can't not be a Dutch Grand Prix if Verstappen continues with his popularity. Oh, so the Mercedes may actually not need to pit. That's going to fuck me up. I'm going to end up third, even though I've won the race. Didn't this happen last season? I won the German Grand Prix and still finished third because there was like a late safety car. Cause penalties. So shit. I think I've just got to keep, I need to keep ahead of Verstappen. That's the big thing. I need to stay on the track. That's an even bigger thing, Smith. It's a shame Thomas Enger never really done very well in F1 and beyond, because I'd have quite liked to have seen a Czech Grand Prix at Brno for a couple of years just to see how the cars would have handled that.
Of fuel remaining.
I can't wait until the 2017 game comes out, with the new one-off events appearing in career mode.
Yeah, with all the legendary stuff. That does look quite juicy.
to speed.
So I'll be buying the PS4 version of this game on launch. So, and I'll be trying to do a launch day live stream in the evening. But I'll have given it a few hours of play before I kind of do anything, so that people kind of know. I'll go in with like a good base to show you kind of what is good and what isn't good, that kind of stuff. Still hope to be doing a co-op season with Definitely Zero, but I do need to upgrade my PC, and the issue with my PC is that I've got a CPU that is losing memory and deleting files randomly, so it needs desperate restoration. But I keep buying games whilst I'm saving for this new PC, so that it can cope, and that I can get good frame rate and race competitively, because I don't feel like I can do that with F1 2016, so I doubt I'll be able to with F1 2017. But not just that as well.
I'm promoted non-career mode until like a month or two after for bug fixes and handling.
Yeah, that was a good shout. Whoever said that. So we'll finish third.
Yes, 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 we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. Great drive, thank you.
Ah. Never mind, we're still gaining on the championship leader.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And here are our podium drivers today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I have to go for the Renault driver. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
And handling's very specific to people. There's certain games that I really like the handling of. So I didn't like the 2011 handling. I really liked the 2012 and 2013 handling. Didn't like 2014. Loved 2015. Loved 2016. 2010 was all right because it was like the basis. So it just is how it was. What else was I gonna say? So last year, Codemasters actually gave me a copy of F1 2016 on PC for reviewing and stuff like that.
2011 and hated 2012, but I love 2016.
So we're very different in what we like and don't like in a gaming in a car. So hopefully Codemasters will be interested in doing the same again this year. But this year, unlike previous seasons, like my videos were getting like over 1,000 hits. Now they're only getting a couple of hundred at best. So I don't know if Codemasters will be interested in supplying a smaller channel that's not packing the weight this year quite as much as what it is. An interesting one. Almost each season things start to decline, but it's because YouTube weights it so differently to certain things.
2015 was so different though.
And you've got all of the F1 2016 crew who are in there doing all of their little meetups. But I won't be bitter.
Hi, everything okay? Do remember to let us know which areas of the car you'd like us to develop using the laptop. I'll leave that with you.
You could, or you could just ask me in person. Our problem is that I don't do practice sessions, so therefore I can't update things. So Red Bull update their engine, bollocks. Force India have had 2 updates. Oh, that could be quite handy for them. That gets them above Ferrari. Ooh, we could go for fuel efficiency, but I'd...
Subs not sticking around.
No. My, actually, so this YouTube channel, you start that again.
Here we are then at the longest racetrack.
So I didn't used to talk in any of my videos, ever, because I know that people come to see the game, not me. And I used to upload loads and loads of F1 official PlayStation magazine demos and like trailers for stuff. And slowly over time, I got rid of that stuff and started putting up Let's Plays and stuff. And then started talking. The biggest day in terms of views... Shut up, Jeff!
But remember, this circuit also has some of the most difficult high-speed corners on the calendar. So let's not push our luck.
I don't care, it's drive for the race, that's fine. What was I going to say? So the biggest day that this channel has ever had was when, I think it was Kotaku or something, used my Jamalami playthrough to show the differences between games in regions. And there's a stage in Jamalami where the UK edition and the Japanese edition keep Lamy dying at the beginning of a stage and going to hell because she slips on a banana peel. But the American game doesn't show that she goes to hell. It just makes out that she's like unconscious or something and that she's not died. And it's such a weird thing to have changed in a game for no reason. And that in that day, that video got, I think, 93,000 views. Great. But then no one stays around beyond that.
It's qualifying time at Spa. One of them might...
And because I jump around quite a lot between loads of different games, I expect people to just kind of pick up bits of what they want. But because I like to promote weird and unusual games, it means that people kind of don't really browse very much of anything. So yeah, never mind. I still like doing what I do. That's the main thing. I'm never going to be internet famous, and I'm okay with this. Right, we need to make sure that Verstappen does not win here.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set
I
for an
wouldn't watch
exciting
you if
race
you didn't
tomorrow.
talk.
Your top three
I hate
are
it when videos
Ricciardo,
come out without
Rosberg
talking.
and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. And I have a really varied gaming taste, and I don't do shooting games. I don't like shooting games. A, I get physically sick because I get motion sick with them. I don't know why. And B, I'm just terrible at them, and I don't want to shout and scream like people all the time. So I'm a bit boring to watch in that regard. But I love racing games. I love rhythm games. I love weird games, puzzle games, and like indie shit. And not many people kind of cross all those boundaries, so only part of my stuff appeals to certain people.
Of
Oh shit, no one will go through the grid, sorry. Ooh, so this wants me to go the other way round. No likey. I like to start with the other tyre and get it out the way. There we go. Eventually you trick it to do it the right way. Oh, it's only like 30 plus. And if it's crap and there's a safety car like on lap 1 or 2, we can go in and stick on the mediums.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine
I
cool,
finished
though,
fifth,
so don't
but
go too
started
high with the
eighth.
revs.
Aha. Ah. Good, eh? It's like an example of a game that I absolutely love and I love doing videos of is Motorsport Manager, but it's inherently quite difficult to watch a Let's Play of.
Got me second in championship. Musok in third row.
So I'll probably be discontinuing Motorsport Manager quite soon from the thingamabobby. There's already another 2 episodes that I've already pre-recorded and uploaded, so they're done. I'm on holiday next month, so I've got actually I'll probably be doing a late night tonight and tomorrow night because I've actually got a free weekend purely for gaming and motorsport. Woo! My life is lovely. Where I'll be pre-recording stuff that can go on through the week. What I might also do as well is that I've got some permission from some old leagues that I've commentated on or raced on from R Factor, and we're going back like 5 years, in some case 10 years, where we used to broadcast it out on PSR TV, which now does the iRacing stuff, if anyone plays that. I personally don't. I used to be an official commentator for iRacing back in the day. But I was quite vocal about how I didn't necessarily like their product, so I didn't stay around. I was going to say I bet I'm removed from the... Well, they've removed Ericsson, they've not... Ah, there we go. Now I'm removed. It's too busy chatting shit. That was my problem. At least you can see the grid lining up. Go Toro Rosso, double top 10. And I do appear to be the only car on the softs. Yeah, I'm the only one. Wow, okay. That'll do. Ericsson, that is an amazing start, sir. Loving it. Oh! I've shat my pants. It was very shitty. Oh! Right, where the fuck do you brake? You're gonna come back across, aren't you? Yeah. Knew it. Ooh, round the outside. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, did I just tap Raikkonen? I think I did there. We're okay though. Oh, that's not okay. What's going on there? Oh, careful! I'm scared! Oh, this car's so slidey. No likey, no lighty. Okay, right, we're good. We're good again.
A human being hide emotion like Kinyu.
Because he is actually alien. Don't tell me I've got to give that position back. Thank Christ for that. Oh, I can see the 3-second penalty is happening. Oh my Christ! Carlos Sainz. Oh, back out of it. That's only going to end in drama. Thank you.
I was expecting you to say spastic.
No. Directionally gifted, maybe, but not that.
Kimi is actually a Doombot.
Doombot. Oh, thank you, Tom Harrison Lord, for liking one of my activities. And another one. Christ. You lacking lots today, sir. He's clearly spotted all the stuff I've been doing on Dirt Rally. Back off. Round Blanchiment and dive for the corner. Thank you very much, sir.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
That's great. I'm now mega worried though that I'm going to end up with a time penalty because I can't seem to drive round Eau Rouge for love nor money.
Can Smithy replace Honda PLS?
Be aware.
Oh,
Simply
Christ.
select the next part of the track.
Wow.
Taking through the yellow flags. Some information on Verstappen. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Thank you, Fernando! I love you, Nando! What a move! Well, that helps me out in the championship. Calvin! How you doing, Hermsy boy?
Looking at the radar, we should see light rain within 10 minutes' time.
Oh, fuck off. Don't want any rain. I think I could replace Palmer.
Lap 8.
Oh, wow, everyone pits. Nice.
Rosberg's the race leader.
New NFS looked interesting. He's bringing out a prison break co-op game next year, though. That's neat. That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, new Need for Speed looks alright.
NFS looked more scripted than an Iowa career road.
The gap to the car ahead is
That's true.
1.2 seconds.
Oh, can we just say K-Mag is leading? Or is he? No, he's not. He's in second. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, new Need for Speed. So I didn't buy the last one because it was online only. And I have a problem with online only games. I don't like them because then they aren't ever really
Do you
yours.
think there's a viable strategy change available to us? Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Keep current.
Copy.
Although I can see why it wants me to do that, because if it's going to piss down with rain... I won't have had any advantage on those super softs. Oh, I should have started on the mediums, then pitted for inters on like lap 11. Dolt.
NFS is still not able to beat the best racing game of all time.
What's that?
Test Drive Unlimited 2. I'm
Ah.
the same with online only games, but I actually enjoyed the last
Has come
bus.
into the pits. Kevin in the pits now.
Oh, really?
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Okay, that's interesting to note.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Oh.
Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
What's going on? This is mega annoying.
To correct for NFS, by the way.
Okay. I was going to say, I'd love to see a bus game come out on PS4.
Smithy, you ever thought about doing a Forza
Your speed
Horizon
on
3
delta is too
PC
low. You'll
series?
risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag.
No.
How does NFC look like bus?
Right, we're back.
NFS asterisk.
I've never played a Forza game in my life, Calvin. I would be interested in it. I need to get a PC that can cope with it, though. I was saying this earlier. My PC is nearly dead. Hence, lots of indie games being played for the PC Let's Plays at the moment. So once I've got a lovely new PC sorted, which I'm saving for at the moment, I'd be open to that. But I want to do...
Tablets are shite.
I want to do some love for Automobilista more, to be fair. Oh, something went on in that final chicane,
What about
clearly.
on PS?
Forza's not on PlayStation. Forza is Xbox and PC only. Oh, look at how much time we lost by not being able to pit under that virtual safety car. That's really annoying. I think we may be in trouble.
I have an Xbox.
Okay. But yeah, I'd consider Forza on PC at a later point. But Automobilista, I need some love for. Project Cars 2 comes out this year, and I've not even given Project Cars 1 any love on this channel yet. Although I think I'm going to be slightly late in picking up Project Cars 2 because I feel like they didn't really fix much of Project Cars 1 and then just went, oh yeah, lols, crowdfund Project Cars 2, cheers. And that left a slight distaste in my mouth. So I'm a bit like meh over the whole thing at the minute. What else frustrated me? I'm still waiting for an Assetto Corsa 2 shout out as well. And I've not really enjoyed my time with Assetto Corsa, I must say. Very rough around the edges and missing some very obvious stuff.
I'm not a fan of Project Cars.
Okay.
Our gap to our teammate is 15.2 seconds.
That's not enough. Weather forecast.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Weather report.
We're expecting light rain within 5 minutes.
I found a setter closer to the agreed driving sim, but a very average game.
Yeah, agreed, Manna. Very much reminds
Have
me.
you noticed your live streams never get more than like 6 views?
I'm not popular. What can I say?
You need to pit in this lap.
Do I? Oh, okay then. I feel like we're all going to then be asked to pit in about
5 laps of fuel remaining.
2 laps time, though. That's the problem. But hey. Oh, I hate this pit in. Yes. Nailed it. Yeah, my problem with Assetto Corsa reminds me very much of
Exit now.
the early GT games, where yes, they were wonderful to like race with, but when you actually, like drive a car
Through
with,
to the end now.
but when you're actually like racing, then you're a bit like, I can't actually race other people very well. So yeah. I gets exactly what you're saying. Oh wow. I had all the grip there. That actually genuinely surprised me. Yay for Bottas in second as well.
I don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Thanks. When the rain comes, I'll go back down to mix 2 anyway, because I don't like mix 3 in the rain. Too much wheel spin. The power ratio. Nope. Don't do it, Smithles. There we go. Go for the DRS.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Have some survival instinct, Smithy.
TMW. I think Vettel will repeat last year for win.
I think this one could be Hamilton's, you know. Hamilton is having a real yo-yo season. So he's now due his bounce back.
First place.
Which, for him to then have a really shit next race, if that makes sense. Plus, he's not been like ridiculously smug for at least 2 weeks. So he's overdue. In my humble opinions. Oh, Christ. Oh, thank Christ. I thought I was going to get a penalty.
Our gap to first
I
place
don't
is
know, Ferrari have amazing
2.4
starts.
seconds.
But that can go against you around Canada because of the slipstreaming and the DRS. Canada's fantastic because you can overtake.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
No. Fucking rain.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Out of the way, K-Mag. Thank you. Quite how I survived that.
Yeah, but you can't go a race in Canada without rain. If Hamilton's pace carries over to the race, it won't matter how good a start Vettel gets unless Hamilton has a half stall off the
They're going to be
line.
slow. Gap to car in front is 3.4 seconds.
Alright, let's see if we can open up a gap over K-Mag to make sure that we stay ahead.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, it's got very greasy. Come on, Smithy.
This is your final lap of the race.
Ooh, Pascal. Clearly drama's down at bus stop.
A podium.
I don't think I'm going to get a podium because this car is now really struggling for any kind of grip.
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear.
I'm sure it is. Yep, K-Mag will get third, but I think I'm still good for fourth. And with Verstappen not scoring.
You've been awarded a time
Thank
penalty
you.
for that last incident.
Oh, fuck's sake. 10 seconds?
The stewards have awarded a...
Can I? No way! Oh, I've not even got the fucking... Ah! Wanky bum fucks.
Sorry about that. I guess it can't all go to plan. Bring her in. We'll go over...
14!
Brief.
Last week repeated.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more... So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Nico
What a
Rosberg
nightmare.
takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day? And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
All of the dramas. Corner cutting. That was like Barrichello in 2010. That's what happened there. Okay, so we're 58 points behind still. This is still doable. Still doable. Oh my god. What a shame. What a shame. Mercedes back ahead, though. Right, what's the time? I got time for one more? I think I have.
Keep telling yourself that.
Where are we off to next? That's really annoying because Germany and Spa are two of like my biggies that I always do well on. Clearly not. But this season 2 is for Bants. My proper season driving was when I was doing the 100% races. This is all bonus gravy. And then I think I've got 3 trophies left just to quickly get the platinum.
I'm shit at Spa.
I need to save an online championship with someone to get the trophy as well. For some reason, I done it with Tom, Lord, and it didn't seem to work.
You're still on 0.
Okay. Haas and Sauber have actually updated, and Ferrari have updated their cars. Oh, it's oh no, Monza. Oh Christ! Well, this is just going to be a crash fest. The Ferrari are now with it. Haas leapfrog manner. Sauber may have joined on the rest of the field. Oh.
Good morning. You join us as...
Okay. We can do this. Oh.
I see Cody simulated the retarded stewarding in this game too. If you fuck up here, you might get fired.
When you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy.
I've not been fired from this yet. That could be fun. That'd be a great way to end.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can do it! We can do it! We can do it!
Qualifying is about to start here
You
at the...
get like a fair to new team, but they're usually worse.
Oh no, I can't be dealing with that because I've spent loads of time upgrading this car. I want all the upgrades. That's the trophy I'm going for. It's the whole reason why we've stayed with Renault. Just so I can do the bought all upgrades trophy. Then I'll move to another team very quickly once I do like a 3-lap thing, like championship all on my own, and then I need the trophy for saving an online championship, and then I've got the platinum and I'm done. Just in time for the new game. Oh wow, go K-Mag.
And you get like 1 or 2 offers.
Oh, no Max, no Max. Well, mind you, now we don't want Rosberg to do well, do we? Where is he? 9?
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Massa,
12.
Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
I feel something went wrong with the AI. What happened there? That was cray-cray. I love that Massa is now like yonks ahead of everyone else. Great. Because that will cause carnage for everyone else, holding them up whilst we go for the top spots. I thought we'd do well against Button before everything went Pete Tong this broadcast. God. I feel like I've earned my curry this evening. And then I'll tweet out what I think of the McLaren film. I've got that. Actually, it was in Sainsbury's, actually. They were doing 2 for 16, so I got that and Passengers. Which I wanted to see at the cinema and then didn't. And then I've heard really mixed opinions of, so I was like, do you know what, for £8 that's fine. And if it's crap, I know of other people that want it, so I'll just rewrap it and give it to them as a present. Smithy knows what's going on.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
I have yet to sully even though I have it on DVD.
Oh, I've done it. I was busy looking at what you just typed in, chimp. Ah! I blame Chimp for that entire accident because I couldn't hear what she said. I've yet to sully. I didn't know what sully meant. That's what confused me. So I looked down. smacked a salver. Oh, my life. I should have just got drunk instead. I probably would have driven better. Those tyres look a bit mank as well. Never mind. These things are sent to try. No. It was me being brained. I wouldn't obviously look at the messages as they come in when I'm in the race itself. But I wasn't expecting him to slow down necessarily as I was speeding up.
Stop laughing.
I wonder if Massa will be in the Williams for F1 for 2018. That'd be an interesting question. Or if Lance Stroll can pay for Fernando Alonso to end up in the Williams next year. Yeah. He's not driven at Williams yet, has he? He's driven from almost everywhere else on the grid. Well, no, he hasn't really, but you know what I mean. Renault, Ferrari, McLaren. And it seems like Bottas is going to be staying at Mercedes. More because they get on well with each other instead of hating each other like Rosberg. Right. Oh, 4 wide. This isn't going to end up well. Oh, hello. Oh, yes. Oh, it's K-Mag that's gone round.
Illegal maneuver, cede that position or will receive a penalty. Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Right. I now know what I'm going to do. This is a short race. I'm going to pit and go for the mediums. But I'll do it on lap 4. Don't look at the comments. I've just looked down and seen that all in capitals. Chimpy. You're scaring my anus. Right. Because we're going to have to pit anyway. Rotas. Who's that in? Button. So, not this lap, but next lap, I'm going to pit and go onto the mediums. Oh! I'm going to not crash into Bottas. What was that all about? Set mediums.
Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
Let's try something here. Because it's always a 3-lap for a safety car, so I'm not pitting this time by, but I'll pit next time by.
Have you ever tried to go on the through road at Monza and go around the arrows?
I think it just gives you a penalty, doesn't it? I'd like to see a bonus track where they let you do the old Monza banking. That would be great.
The woman's fucking Scottish.
The woman's fucking Scottish. Is that Nicola Sturgeon? Right, bear with me a second. Save. Tactical saving in case the safety car comes in next lap. Because if the safety car comes in next lap, then my strategy is fucked. But I'm 99% sure that it'll be fine. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Whoa, freaking out. Thank you.
You sounded proud.
I am proud these days. I was proud that I thought to do that.
Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
And it doesn't take much for me to feel proud these days. So the idea will be is that we pit go into the mediums. We won't need to pit again, but we will be slower and we'll be knackered on tyres by the end. But we should have hopefully made up some time and positions by not having to battle everyone else.
You're proud of an IQ of 1.
Meow. Alright, chimp. I'm an IQ of many, not the few. Oh, hashtag politics. Cool, safety car isn't in this lap. We can dive into the pit lane.
Monkeys don't go meow.
But you're a very strange monkey. Well, you are a chimp, to be fair, but... Right, let's come into the pit lane. Let's see... Oh, thank Christ for that. That's the other reason why I don't like this circuit. Oh, Grosjean's already on the mediums. Interesting. Okay. Gutierrez is as well. NASA...
I hate bananas.
Now you're just being silly.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
See, because these guys all came back out again on the soft.
We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
I love apples though.
What animal likes apples? Oh, it's sugar-coated apples. Horses. And you like horsepower? Are you having a multiple personality species disorder? Suddenly it all makes sense.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the first safety car line. Stay in position until the green flags.
I think we'll be able to go mix 3 all the way as well.
I'm a fast monkey that eats apples with a horse face and barks like a dog.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
What's Oh, he must have had a pit lane speed problem. Or a penalty for his crash. Sorry, NASA. Wherever you're racing these days, I don't know. Oh wow, 3 people had to come in for penalties then. I feel like this is more and more the right plan as we go now.
Give me that S, give me like, give me then, give me, and then give me, and then do you Simon?
Nice to see a monkey that can spell. Always overshoot Ascari. Go Rio Harriento. Even though your mum said you can't race this year. Oh look, lots of people into the pits for new tyres.
Hamilton has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
Oh my god, this is looking scary. That frightened my life. But we're through.
Red Bull, who looks like the duck blueberry.
Oh Christ, look at that tyre wear. Oh, crumbs. Maybe this doesn't work. Shit. Might have to be a bit more careful around some of these corners now.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Hey, Serge. Well, that was pure luck. Yeah, these tyres aren't going to last.
How I was talking about an IQ of 1.
Shush. Chimparama. I'd love another virtual safety car now, please. I feel bullied and harassed. Are you joking?
But you have only broke one front wing today. That's a record.
You didn't see all the replacement starts at the beginning of Hungary. That was the problem. Poor Manor had to sit there through the whole fucking thing. Okay. Right. Gingerly out of Parabolica may well have to be the key. I don't mind running half a second slower each lap if that's going to guarantee my tyres a little bit more. See, that lap was better. So less of the dramatic diving overtakes. A little bit more ginger around here. This could work here. I floor it too early in Ascari and Parabolica, and that's what's ruining the tyres. I just need to learn to give a little to get some tyre wear back. Or tyre life back, rather.
Sector 2.
Okay, in comes Hulk.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Yay! Come on, Smithy. Come on, dear boy.
Give me an S, give me an I, give me an N, give me an O, give me an M, Blue Simon.
My cheerleading chimp.
Red Sector 1.
Don't point those out. You'll be there all day. The beauty is that the chasing pack are also now on their slower tyres, so that's good. So again, let's just let's go as ginger as Chris Evans. These last couple of corners, although, oh shit, now Verstappen's out in the lead.
Red Society 2 by 7 tenths.
Okay, we might have this, you know. Right, that's Perez in.
Red lap by 9 tenths.
Oh, go Felipe, baby. Please let Felipe Massa come second. He has no bearing on this championship whatsoever. That would make me happy on the inside.
Fuck me, we got more than 6 views.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I tell you, when I do a Parappa the Rapper stream, I got up to, I think I had about 45 or 50 people watching in that one. That was my most popular live stream ever.
But it's dropping.
like oil on a BTCC track. Careful. Oh, that was not careful.
The last 3 views since I said that.
People are fickle. I don't care. It's the people that stay that I care about. The faithful few. Hell. Don't follow the crowds. Look at religion. It's about as political and religious as I'll ever get on these streams.
Some information on
Oh, yes!
problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Yes!
If I ever become a nephew,
Ricardo's been disqualified!
to my garage at Silverstone.
What has Daniel Ricciardo done? Did he like hit him or something?
Behind is 16.4 seconds.
Oh, that's beautiful. Red Bull drama. Yes, 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 yes.
Smitty just had an orgasm.
Quite literally, I may have just done. I will have to clean myself up after this race. Oil slick ahead, and we've managed the tyres. What a tidy little pit stop call I made. I'm rather pleased with myself. Now, if Massa can please just stay in second, that gets me another 10 points in to Hamilton.
What about the curry?
The curry is going to be ordered straight after this race finishes.
There's a yellow flag ahead.
I don't know if anyone else has indulged in National Spice Day. I urge it. I implore you all to have some curry. Now, hopefully my local one will be doing its normal
What about one everywhere?
20% off orders over £20. And then I have to do the usual thing where I order enough curry to do and take away to do a couple of nights, but there's only me that lives here. But I still insist on, because I get a bit like worried that he's just thinking, what a fat wanker. I go to the door and then I have to do the whole, I'll get it, even though it's only me. The perils of being single and living alone.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, and we've got plenty of tyres. This is good. Just bring it on home, Smithy. And that implied that Massa... Oh no, he's not going to keep Hamilton behind, surely. Oh, Felipe. It's okay.
What if they know you live alone and they just think you're very lonely?
How can I be lonely when I've got everyone talking to me for a really posh lady on my phone?
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
Well, after an absolutely shat stream full of missed opportunities,
Scottish.
I get the Scottish thought now.
Google Translate voice.
At least we're going to end on a high. Now that I've come out the final corner, I will say it. Thank Christ for winning something this evening, because that has been a terrible evening
Race win. Well done.
of racing. And we've been embarrassed with myself. Spa was really unfortunate.
Brilliant stuff from Renault today. What a superb victory.
Thanks.
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them
Was it the
apart
safety
from
car,
this
Anthony?
competition here.
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about
Glitches you to
all day,
last.
No! Looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they had today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today. And after this round of the World Championship,
Hulkenberg,
here's how
Bottas,
things look in
Raikkonen.
the
Oh wow,
drivers'
Rosberg
table.
only
It's a good
7.
result for Nico Rosberg, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us.
Ah, poor Rio. Never mind. Right, so what does that do to us? We're now just 39 points behind Rosberg, who's well clear, to be fair, of Hamilton, Verstappen and Ricciardo. So actually, that's the fact that Rosberg only got 6 points was really, really good. I like that. And if Red Bull can continue to get in the way of the Mercedes as they battle each other, actually, it is still a 5-way battle for the championship. I'm an outside shot, but there's a shot to be had regardless. Raikkonen gets ahead of Vettel. Gutierrez gets ahead of Ericsson. Wow. And that implied, Force India get ahead of Toro Rosso. Interestingly. So, that was a happy moment to round off this stream. Thank you so much for watching. Go and grab yourself a curry if you've not had one this weekend, as it is celebrating in style. All of your stuff. That also gives us enough resource points to do an upgrade. Ooh. Can we get one in before next time round? Of course we lose the rivalry. Fair enough. So let's dive in. We'll do the chassis weight upgrade. Get that on the ball. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys will take care. And I've already got tomorrow's video up. That's a review of a game. But there will be more F1, I believe, next Saturday. How's Monaco? Not now. But yeah, cool. You guys will take care, and we'll catch you next weekend for F1, where I may actually just do a massive one and finish off the whole season. But if not, it will be spread over 2 weekends, and then that'll be it for F1 2016. Take care, all. Bye.